So the great white hope, Mr. Joe Biden, the savior, is supposed to go on and take on the devil. Save us from the devil. Mr. Joe Biden released another disgusting ad trying to target young people. I want y'all to see how this turned out.
Outside, I was kind of just standing there on my phone. We all knew that he was coming out.
I was just like, hi, Vice President Biden, how are you? Like, I was like freaking out.
Like, I just hear like a roar, and then I was just like, oh my gosh. You can kind of see him from like the very back of my selfie.
It's been my Facebook profile picture for the last 4 years. It's not a very good picture of me, but it is a picture of me with Vice President Joe Biden.
I lived in Delaware all my life, so I grew up, you saw him at the grocery store getting some coffee on our college campus. I worked at the university, and he just came and he walked into my job, asked us a couple questions about what we like to do. He's really trying to get to know each one of us, and you could see that, you know.
He's just like your cool family member that you know, or like a family friend that you just spoke to. Like, hi, well, like, I wouldn't call him Joe, but like if I knew him well enough, I'd be like, hey, Joe. That's the kind of vibe I get from him.
I've always loved politics. I've been involved in campus organizing since my freshman year.
All politics is personal when you live it.
The reason I'm here today is because I really believe in Joe Biden.
Please keep doing your thing. Like, I need you to win.
I love this guy, and I gotta help him become president for sure.
I support Joe Biden for president because of the Obama-Biden memes.
No, like, they think you're stupid. They genuinely think me and you are stupid. They think if you're a young voter, oh, the young people, oh, they must like the memes. They must like the memes, right? The memes? Yeah, so throw in the little bit about the memes. Oh, and let's get a bunch of people around like maybe 18, 20, 22. Hey, you. Hey, here's $100. Hey, why don't you, throw on a Biden shirt. Here you go. Throw on Joe Biden shirt and talk about how I'm your uncle. Yeah. That's gonna win over the young people. Got him. Oh, Jesus. They think we're stupid. They think we have no real interests. That they're little guys of trying to appeal to us on the identity politics. That simply because we see young people who support Biden, we're going to like Biden too. That somehow that's going to completely get rid of the 40 plus years of disastrous votes, of disastrous decisions, of political corruption, of corporate neoliberalism. It's going to get rid of all of the reasons why we cannot stand Joe Biden. The disastrous record on social issues, the disastrous record on healthcare, the disastrous record on education, the disastrous record on throwing black and brown people in jail, the disastrous record of all of the corruption with the insurance companies and MBNA and all of the corporate industries who've been funding this guy for 40 years. But all of a sudden, I'm supposed to forget that. I'm supposed to forget the TPP, NAFTA, PNTR with China. And because you threw a bunch of brown white people, a bunch of multiracial people who were around my age, threw them in an ad and say, hey, put on this Biden shirt. Hey, talk about how I'm your uncle. Oh, and throw in the meme and mention no policy whatsoever. I'm supposed to vote for you. Does that make any sense to you? Does that make a single iota of sense at all to you? Does that make any sense? You have a disastrous record. We don't trust you. You should know that by now. But instead of trying to win back that trust, instead of making an ad talking about how you are going full throttle trying to fight for my education, making sure that I can go to college and not end up thousands of dollars in debt, you can talk about the fact that we're going to save the planet, we're going to move towards a Green New Deal. You don't talk about the fact we're going to protect workers' rights and have a living wage in this country. You don't talk about any of the issues that I care about, that young voters care about. Instead, you talk about the meme. How stupid do you think I am? How stupid do you think we are? You take us for the fools. No, we're not fools. That's why even the guy who you destroyed in the primary still destroyed you with young people by 80 to 20 margins. Because we're not stupid. We grew up in the information age where any information, any voting record, any real info not controlled by CNN and MSNBC, we can look up at the click of a button. So we see you. We go on YouTube, we go on Instagram, we go on Real Clear Politics, we go on OpenSecrets.org, and we see the corruption, we see the bad votes, we see video evidence of you being a war criminal, we see video evidence of you on the floor trying to cut Social Security and Medicaid and Medicare, we see you on the floor being a racist, being a war criminal, being a corporate tool for corporate power. I cannot stand you. But in spite of all of that, I'm looking for a reason to vote for you because Donald Trump sucks. He is indeed a terrible president. Is he one of the worst? No. People forget who George Bush was for some fucking reason. But okay. I'm looking for a reason to support you because you would be the lesser of two evils. Because I do want to have a Supreme Court that doesn't undermine every single piece of progressive legislation we put forward in the next 30 years. I do want to move, at least in some direction, towards saving the planet so that I can have kids in peace of mind. But no. Instead, you at every term insult my intelligence. Insult me completely in all of the interests that I've been fighting for. You disgust me, Joe Biden. You fucking disgust me. I'm sorry for dropping the F-bombs. I'm sorry for being so angry. No, you know what? I'm not sorry. He deserves this anger. How? How are they that stupid? Why do they think that's gonna win? Why do they think that's what it's gonna take to win over young voters? No policy mentioned whatsoever. Just throw in a meme and people who are around my age and mention no policy whatsoever. And all of a sudden I'm gonna vote for you. I'm gonna forget all the corruption, all the bad votes, and all the bad policy decisions. You got me fucked up. Go home. Hashtag dropout. Sick of this dude, man. I'm sick of all these pricks. They're establishment tools, man. They don't care about you, they don't care about me, so stop voting for them. Stop voting for them. Don't you dare support Joe Biden. Don't you dare support Nancy Pelosi. Don't you dare support Hillary Clinton. They're not earning your vote. They're not earning it. Joe Biden has done nothing to earn any single one of our votes. Absolutely nothing. The DNC has done nothing to earn any single one of our votes. So why cast them? Because at every single turn, they've done everything in their power to undermine our interests, to undermine our very livelihood, fighting for corporate bailouts as people starve. That's what they stand for, and I'm not standing for it one more time. I'm not doing it. Not as my first vote as a citizen of this country. Not with the vote that MLK, that Malcolm X, that Sojourner Truth, that Harriet Tubman, that all of the people before me died for. I'm not going to waste that vote on somebody who has torn their backs on my community at every single turn. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And neither should any single one of you.
Chillin' with the boys, yeah, we making all this noise. Can't complain, riding in the fast lane. To the top, we don't stop, up till past 5 o'clock, smoking trees.